You're watching World Cup Countdown here with me, Bob Doolally, footballing legend, close personal friend of all the great players in the game. If you don't remember me from the back pages of the newspapers, you're bound to remember me from the front pages of the newspapers. I had a highly controversial personal life, as some of you might know. I was married 6 times. I was married to Jenny off the tennis lager can. She gave good head. Especially if you pulled her ring and shook her up and down a bit. She just frothed all over the place. I was married to Lulu. I was married to Petula Clark, sadly dead now. I was married to Cliff Richard, sadly dead at the time. And some of you might know I was married to Anne Widdicombe. Fuck me, she's let herself go, hasn't she? No, she was gorgeous when I was married to her. Sucked like a hoover, swallowed and everything. I think that's where she put the weight on, personally. World Cup Countdown! Well, I'm out here in Qatar in the countdown to the 2022 World Cup. Only 3,159 days to go. You can cut the tension with a knife. I've been part of a FIFA delegation here looking at some of the stadiums that might get used in the World Cup, and I have to tell you, there's no guy well, apart from the camel track, we had a wee look there this afternoon. It was the Qatari Grand National. I had £10 on drone attack, which mysteriously fell at the second fence and had to be shot. Don't worry though, I got a nice camel coat as a result. See, that's the way managers ought to dress. Not these puffer jackets. Nah, that's just class. Fucking hot though. Well, especially out here, it's 50 degrees at the moment, and I fucking don't know how these people put up with it. Jesus Christ. Especially since it's a country where you can't get alcohol. Unless you're me. I played with the great Dave Mackay, the Tiger. Played with him. He Spurs in Scotland. A fantastic gentleman of the game he was. I played with the great late Jim Baxter, sadly dead now, true gentleman of the game. God rest his soul, close personal friend of mine. All my catchphrases in one sentence there. He was just a genius. Well, I mean, I don't mean genius. He was actually quite thick, but with a ball at his feet, you'd have thought he was Picasso, because he couldn't paint women. He'd give them kind of triangular heads and things like that. But let us say, on the football pitch, the man was mastery of his art. Bestie, he was a great player. I loved playing with Bestie. I mean, the thing about Bestie was that, it was like watching George Best, watching him. That's how good he was, Bestie. Aye, because his right leg, it was like a snake. It could swallow a whole pig. No one's ever done that since, and probably never will again, because you don't get pigs in the pitch anymore. You used to in those days. Aye, that's the thing. But back in those days, you used to get a dog in a pitch. You never got a dog in a pitch now. I used to like a dog in a pitch. That was good, Even sometimes in the first division, we're talking like the equivalent of the English Premier League here. You got a dog in a pitch. I saw a dog in a pitch at Anfield. It bit Bruce Grobler. Mind, he'd had a bet it would. Well, the benefits of alcoholism, Martin, are sometimes if you really make a cunt of yourself, you can't remember what you did. And sometimes you can make a cunt of yourself, remember what you did, and don't give a fuck about it. I'm not condoning alcoholism here. It's not a lifestyle I would recommend for any young people. You can piss yourself. That's quite difficult to do without drink. Believe me, I've tried. But the major disadvantage is it's fucking expensive.